Alright, welcome back, Wanderers, and today is, I don't know, Tech Tuesday or Tech Thursday, or let's just fix something. Doesn't matter what day it is because I don't know when you're going to watch this. So anyways, as we were driving Lucy, we had a few lights come on, not a major deal. It is a VSC track, VSC off, the traction control, and the check engine light. Now the only reason the oil light and battery gauge is on is because I only have it in accessory mode, just so I could read the code. That's the only reason the engine's actually not running. Alright, so what we have here is one of, it's just a cheap scanner. You can get it at any auto store. Has two functions, read and erase, so I'm just going to read it. Hopefully you can see that. It has one code, and that code is P0031. So what do I do with that code? Well, I can go on to Google and type in P0031 and find out what that code is. Well, lo and behold, we found out what the code is. Code is our air-fuel mixture sensor. So that is the O2 sensor before the catalytic converter. So I'm going to change the air-fuel sensor, which is the O2 sensor, before the cat. They call it Upflow. So it's reading the air-fuel mixture before it goes into the catalytic converter, and then there's another O2 sensor after the catalytic converter, just so it can read what the temperature is, all that fun stuff. What we're going to do is we're going to take this one out. And this one is a little bit of a pain to get to. I've already done a little bit of work, but I'll show you how to get here. The O2 sensor is actually on the other side of this mat, and I don't want to break the mat, so I'm actually going to use my door trim removal tool. Very easy, you just get in, pop them, and it comes off. Unfortunately, I already had a break in the mat from it just getting brittle over age, but the O2 sensor is right in there, so you just take this little rubber piece off. What we're going to use is we're going to use this compact O2 sensor tool. So what we're going to do is we can access it from the driver's side. The most important thing is we found out it was bank 1 sensor 1. So bank 1 sensor 1 is before the cat on the driver's side. Bank 2 would be on the passenger side. So we're going to use the compact O2 sensor tool, which is about it's a 22 mil socket. But if you get down here, you'll be able to see you can't get in there with a regular 22 mil socket, and it has a wire on it. So the socket has a opening so you can slide it around the wire. Now you can see the catalytic converter there, and if you follow that to the top of the heat shield, you'll see the O2 sensor right on the back. So what you have to do is slide this on and then use a 3/8 with an extension to crack it. And once it's cracked, I should be able to get in there, unscrew it, screw the new one on. Now what I'm going to do is we actually ordered it from Amazon. It is the OEM version, so it's made by Denso. I only like to use OEM parts just because OEM lasts for 125,000 miles, so why not keep using OEM? So we'll change that out real quick. I'll button it up, so good luck. So follow my little camera so I can show you where exactly this is. So that's your O2 sensor. So that's your 22 mil nut, and then that's what we got to get our tool on. Now obviously I can't hold the camera in here while changing it, but I wanted to show you up close and personal where that goes. Alright, so after some struggling and all that fun stuff to get the stupid little end out, because it's very tough to get my fat fingers in there, what we're going to do is I finally got it out, so we're getting ready to install the new one. Now the Denso comes with its own anti-seize, so we're going to put a little bit of that on the threads. Don't want to get it any on the sensor itself because the sensors are very sensitive. So just a good little coating just so it doesn't seize, so it doesn't become even more of a problem next time we go to put one or change one out. So It's kind of a weird angle. You have to go, man. Alright, so I tightened it by hand. I'm just going to give it one little tight with this. Just to make sure it's all the way on. Again, just a ratchet on the end of an extension. All right, so ended up showing you how to put it in. We struggled a little bit with the connection. Couldn't get it to clip.
Same one we had trouble getting out.
Same one we had trouble getting out. But it's a very tight spot and my gorilla hands don't really fit in there. So anyways, it's done with the assistance of needle nose lock pliers. So I could grip the end and actually plug it in. So what I'm going to do is turn this up to accessory mode. Plug this back in. And I'm going to take my little code reader. There we go. I'm going to read it. One code. And I'm going to erase this code. So now that code is gone. So now, as you can see on the dashboard, the lights are gone. And we're going to take her out for a little ride and make sure she doesn't come back. But we are good to go. So this is the only video I know that shows how to do that sensor on this vehicle. Because I searched to try to find an easy way. But what I will show you real quick is when you're plugging it back in, take the end of the plug, clip it, lock it, and then you can maneuver the plug, because trying to get your fingers in there and maneuver it and the wires were kicking it back. So this should fix all of our problems and we're good to go. Hope you're having a great day and stay tuned for more Tuesday tech tips or Wednesdays or Thursdays or whenever you're watching this. We'll talk to you later.